to stay out here till at least 4:31. But I was sitting here. I decided to turn the camera on because my eyes were closing and I was going to sleep. And while trying to stay up, I said, boom, my eyes. Yeah, I'm not going to make it, I'm just so tired. I shouldn't be that tired. I figure I'm getting massively hit in the head. So it's causing me, I can hardly keep my consciousness right now. I'm just ready to drop right off into a deep sleep. I'm so blitzkrieg out right now. I can hardly hold my head up. I'm looking out at the street, still thinking maybe she'll come down that street. Maybe she will. And she and I will meet. I'm not feeling comfortable. See, I'm falling asleep. I almost dropped the phone. I did. Okay. How much time till 31 after? 31 is symbolic of the man of the year because he was 31 years older than me. But his father, if that was his father, was 31 years older than him. Now, I got to say, the more I think about this, the man of the year was probably not my father's. That is, the man who was supposed to be his father. That father was probably not his father. Really. His father was probably that cousin of my father's who signed his immigration papers. And that was the cost he exacted to my father for signing those papers. The right to become intimate with the wife of my father. So I think that the man of the year, he looked nothing like his father. Zero. Okay, zero, okay? And I gotta say, the older I get, the more I look like my father, who was supposed to be his father. The more I look like him. And that's interesting, too, because like our son, the older he got, the more he looked like me. Now, I had some thoughts related to all this, but I'm thinking, the man of the year hated his father so much. It was so intense, the hatred. It was like the hatred I have for him, for what he did to me. So I gotta say, hatred like that is, although I have not studied this, I'd say it's unlikely to exist even between a father and son who don't like each other. If you're biologically related, I don't think it's even possible to have a hatred this great. I don't. Okay, so I don't think that the man here was the son of my father, which means what? He was not my half brother either. If he was born to a cousin of Nano's, and I gotta say, I have never looked into how this cousin was a cousin. How was he related as a cousin to Nano? I've never checked on it. I have no idea how he figured into Nano's family. I don't. I've never looked into it. Nevertheless, I'm saying, to repeat myself, that the man of the year was probably not the son of my father, who was supposed to have been the man of the year's father as well, but that was probably not his biological father. And that could have been cause of the divorce between the grandfather, that is my father, and the grandmother, who was not of no relation to me, because she was not, let me think how this goes. That man was my father, and my mother was my real mother, so I am no relation to the mother of the man of the year, who I thought that mother was a witch. And Aunt Rosemary let me know that she agreed entirely at the end of her life. That woman and the man of the year, he was a devil and she was a witch. We were in full agreement. What a great conversation to have had at the end of Aunt Rosemary's life. Well, it's now past 31 after. It's now, wait a minute, no, it's still 31 after, according to my wristwatch. It's most accurate. And now it's 32 after. So I thought, well, the other night she came, the person I think may be Bashuasi, but I cannot see inside those cars. Okay, I walked down to the street the other day, and this car, it came to a stop like 20 feet down the street. And I thought, well, it's either the next door neighbor or the people directly across the street from the next door neighbor, but it turned out to be neither. You know who it was? Well, I saw who got out of the car. Somebody got out on one side and somebody got on the other. But I wasn't looking closely. In my world, I just don't do that. But I saw the car doors open and forms getting out, and I turned and went back up my driveway, okay? But what I did was I went and sat down on our porch. Let me show you what I did, okay? Because I got stuff out here I got to bring it. I want to leave it out here. Got my guitar out here. I thought, well, maybe if she passes by in her car, she'll see this, but no car came down here, so I had this here. Can't even really read it, but this is my sign that I made maybe over a year ago, probably. But I had my guitar here, so I'm gonna bring those in. Just think if I'd have been chatting away on this phone and forgot that I left those things there. Somebody might have stolen my guitar, right? Because, you leave things out like that, people think you're leaving them out for them. That means, anybody can have this. Okay, I came out, I looked, I was down at the end of my driveway because we had trash cans down there. And I looked in those trash cans with a flashlight as if I had some business there. Then I went back, I came down here on the front porch and I took a seat. I took a seat in this rocking chair. And I sat here, and from here I could not see if that car was still there. Okay, I'm pointing the camera in that direction. That car was just beyond the telephone pole there. You can see with the light on it. So it was out of sight beyond the trailer, but it was just a little bit down there. So I sat here in this rocking chair for a while thinking. And then I was wondering, is that car still there or not? So I thought after maybe I was here 10, 15 minutes, I got up and I came off the porch here, okay, to the side, around this tree here, come down around this, I built this for Sephora, this, can't see it in the dark, but this is a garden, a raised garden. And I stood here, and I'm pointing the camera where I was looking. And I was looking over there, and that car was still there. And you know who was there? there was two people, and one was real tall, like a basketball player. He must have been 6'8". And the other day I was talking about in one of my videos how getting denied Italian citizenship was the same as getting cut from the basketball team in high school. It was the same thing. And here this car, it's pretending car trouble again. Like the car that stopped here a year ago, and I thought I'm thinking now it was Bashuasi. Maybe it wasn't. I think it was, but maybe it wasn't. So there's a car right there, right in front of that mailbox. The neighbor's mailbox there. Can you see that? Right there. Right there. There's the mailbox. That's where that car was. And those two guys were standing there chatting. They have nothing to do with the neighbors here, so they were having car trouble. Like the woman a year ago. And one is real tall, like 6'8", basketball player. And I'm thinking, this is another machination by the harassers. I was supposed to have gone over there to chat with you having some problem, you know, the basketball player, right? When I'm talking about getting cheated out of Italian citizenship and all, I'd say this is more secret police machinations, but I'm not saying certain things that I don't want to say to impute accusations toward a certain group of people that I'm going to withhold accusations from. I've been doing that for quite a while, and I'm really reluctant to start talking about this group as a possible suspect, although it's looking more and more like it's these folks. Together with the rest of what's called what's it called? The intelligence community? What a name. Secret police is more appropriate. So I saw them and I said, well, whoa, weird. So I went back to the trailer now, retracing my steps. I went back to the porch, came down into the trailer. I turned the lights out, shut the trailer up, went in the house. And then maybe an hour later, I came back out to see, is that car still there? And it was gone. So another car trouble in front of my house, huh? Oh boy. Anyway, that's all from me for now. This is the 16th now of July, 2026. And the time is, what I was showing earlier, 4:54 a.m. That was actually 4:54 p.m. in Tokyo. Okay, because I got several wristwatches on. That's my most accurate wristwatch because I keep time on that, usually matching it up with what I find online as the official USA time. So I usually refer to that watch, but without telling the folks who might be watching this video, that was not US time, that was Tokyo time. So, wow, I gotta say, this whole thing is a big mystery to me, and I haven't figured the whole thing out, and I gotta say, man, it's consuming my entire life. And because of it, I'm considered to be crazy. And as you can see, I don't like that. And I'm looking for a way out at the end of my life, because I figure, like Papillon, why die on Devil's Island? If I'm going to die anyway, I might as well die trying to escape this thing, right? If I'm going to die anyway, right, by now it's a moot point. I'm going to die, so if I die trying to escape, that's better than just sitting here and accepting this horrific life that's been mine. I call it a bad fairy tale. It's a disgusting, despicable, awful, and tragic beyond measure story. That's my life. Bye for now.